everybody, welcome back to the Emma McCarthy official YouTube channel. Today is a really exciting day because Spotify Wrapped is out. If you don't know what Spotify Wrapped is basically Spotify's version of giving you some statistics. And these statistics normally are who are the most streamed artists that you've listened to in the year, what's the most streamed songs you've listened to, what's the most streamed albums you've listened to, etc, etc. What people don't know is if you're an artist that releases on Spotify, you also get your own version of Spotify Wrapped called Artist Wrapped. As an artist myself, I get given one. I've had one for the last few years or so I thought we would do a live reaction to camera looking at both our Spotify Wrapped and our Artist Wrapped. Let's go! Apologise that we are in very comfy, stay cosy pyjamas. I was actually going to post a singing video over here on YouTube. However, we're not feeling 100%. We've been to the doctors, we're on some medication, and general advice at the minute is not to sing because it is quite heavy on my chest and it's absolutely killing me. As a singer, it's been so hard, even not to just sing around the house and practice songs, and I genuinely am always singing. It sounds really cringe and cliche, but it's actually so true. I'm always singing away and now I'm not able to do that. It's so hard. So first of all, we're going to take a look at my own Spotify Wrapped. I think last year my top artist was Tate McRae, I believed. My guess is she's still going to be quite high this year, as is Olivia Rodrigo, as is... I'd be surprised if Sabrina Carpenter hasn't made it on there as well. Let's take a look. It's time for your 2025 Wrapped. We can't wait to show you it. Okay, let's go. We have listed for 10,502 minutes. I thought it'd be a bit higher, I can't lie. That might be because sometimes I listen via YouTube maybe, but who knows? It does equate to 7 days, so I've spent a whole week listening to music this year. Tastes like yours can't be defined, but let's try it anyway. You listen to 120 genres. I can't even name 120 genres to you. Your top genres, number 1 is called bubblegum pop. Is that what I come under? Bubblegum pop. What is bubblegum pop? That is crazy. Indie rock. That's such a mix. We've got number 2 is indie rock, but number 3 is K-pop. I don't even listen to much K-pop, but I do really like Cat's Eye, who are on that documentary called Pop Star Academy, and they are technically not K-pop. They're technically a pop group that are formed with K-pop methods, but I think a lot of people just class them as K-pop. I imagine on Spotify they're classed as K-pop, so that's probably why. 4 is dance and 5 is dark pop. They're quite expected, I suppose. Yeah, moving on. Age is just a number, so don't take this personally. Your listed age is 18. Since you listen to mostly new music, your taste is trending. I hope my music can be trending one day. That is the aim. Can you guess your number 1? Okay, what is going to be the number 1 song of the year? I promise you, I have not looked at this. I have not looked. If I was to guess, definitely up there would be Just Keep Watching by Tate McRae. That came out and I love it. I don't think I ever skip it. That would probably be my guess as my number 1, but let's find out. Take your pick. It says take your pick, and literally the options are 5 Tate McRae songs. This is a hard choice. It's Two Hands, Dear God, Blood on My Hands, Miss Possessive, or Sports Car. Two Hands, maybe? I think it's one of the top 3. I'm gonna go Two Hands. No, Sports Car. As if I honestly didn't think it would be that one. It says failure builds character. Thank you, Spotify. Thank you for that. Our top song was Sports Car by Tate McRae. We have listened 64 times. I am genuinely quite surprised by that. I thought it would be Tate McRae, but I didn't think it would be that one. But it's a banger. I'm not mad about it. But all of my top songs are literally the 5 I've just said. Sports Car, Two Hands, Blood on My Hands, Dear God, and Miss Possessive. All off the Miss Possessive album by the one and only Tate McRae. I also have seen her live this year, so I guess I did a lot of the album listening, especially because I wanted to know the songs really well when she went on tour. So that's a big contributing factor. There we go. Okay, now we move on to the albums. The other albums we have got, number 1 was So Close to What, Tate McRae. Number 2 was Sour, Olivia Rodrigo. 3 was Short and Sweet, Sabrina Carpenter. 4 and 5 are a bit cop-outy. 4 is Guts, Olivia Rodrigo, big love to Guts. But 5 is Guts Spilled, which is pretty much Guts the deluxe version, which is pretty much Guts but with a few more additional songs. So I don't know if that really counts as another album. I feel that's not another entry's worth. I feel Guts should just be one, but hey ho, I can't complain. Tate McRae, Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter, they are always the people I say who influence my music the most, and maybe that is why I clearly listen to them a lot. Okay, now we're on to top artist. Who is it going to be? I'm looking at icons of Tate, Olivia, Sabrina. Gracie's also up there. Taylor Swift has just come through as well. And who's it going to be? Tate McRae, of course it is. Now, to be honest, this is really anticlimactic now because it's all just been her. I am currently in the top 0.7% of the global Tate McRae's fans. So, thanks, Tate, for making banging music. Take me on your tour one day. Let me be your opener. Thank you very much. But the rest of my top artists, this is the more interesting bit. Top artists, 1 was Tate McRae, 2 was Sabrina Carpenter, 3 was Olivia Rodrigo. I was unsure which way around them two were going to be. I thought they'd be second and third, but I didn't know which way around. So interesting, I've listened to a bit more of Sabrina this year. Might be because she's released more music this year, more newer music this year. Obviously with her albums, well, her album. Wait, when did Short and Sweet come out? Was that last year? A Man's Best Friend this year? I don't know, but she's got newer music than Olivia Rodrigo, so maybe that's why. 4th was Gracie Abrams, and 5 was actually Taylor Swift, probably because I was listening to the new Taylor Swift stuff. And I also was listening to a lot of the Summer I Turned Pretty playlists as well. And if you have seen the show The Summer I Turned Pretty, you will know that Taylor Swift features a lot in the soundtrack of it. Let's move on. And now a word from one of your favourites. We will be on tour together one day. I will be opening for her. We're manifesting it, people. This is a manifestation video, okay? I can't believe the top 5 songs for me is Tate McRae. That's so funny. If that doesn't scream support on tour one day, I don't know what does. So that was my Spotify Wrapped. That is the music that I have been listening to the most this year. Now it's on to the scary one. Ah! I'm too poorly to make noises like that. Oh my gosh. Are we ready? I don't know if I'm ready. I'm ready. Yes. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I think it's really hard being an artist, and as fun as it is seeing your statistics, it's also really hard because as an artist, you really have to train yourself to not care about the statistics and also not compare yourself to other people. And I've already seen today on my fellow artists and fellow small artists and bands in the local area, I've seen people putting up their statistics, and I know people are quite a lot bigger than me, and sometimes that can be quite hard to take. I'm not a very jealous person. I really try not to compare. I really try not to be jealous, and I see the good in everything. But it is hard when you feel you're working really hard and a lot of other people may be doing significantly better than you in terms of the statistics. But it's so important to not get hung up on them, especially as well because people can lie about them. There was a phase a few years ago, I don't know if you guys remember, but people had loads of Instagram followers, and I mean loads, and it was clear that people, people at my school at least, were buying followers. You would hear of people who would be on something silly like 34k, and it's like, you're a random 16-year-old who posts every now and again. How have you got 34k? And these people were buying Instagram followers. And what is a little known fact is you can actually pay for streams. You can pay for streams and botted streams and to be put on playlists, which are essentially fake playlists that are just constantly running. So then your streams go up and your listers go up and things. And all the distributors try and make you sign something to say you're not going to do it. I haven't done it. I never will do it and things. And it's such bad practice. But that is how. If you ever see an artist and they look reasonably small, and I'm talking maybe on social media platforms they have, say, like 1,000 people. 1,000 is a nice number. We've got 1,000 people, quite an engaged TikTok audience, a couple of YouTube shorts that might have done well. But you see that they're apparently on something like 700k listeners. The numbers don't add up, and that is where they have probably paid for them. And because it is not a known fact, people don't realise that. People take a lot of the statistics at face value, and they're not. So it makes artists like me, who are truthful and genuine, look like I'm worse than I am because my numbers are realistic. So if I've had a song that's on 50 streams, 50, people might think that's really low compared to my this other band that I follow, who's Emma's sort of size, but their song got 50,000 streams in the first 2 days. It's probably paid for. So there is that to consider. It's been a crazy busy year. I have touched upon this before. I have become a homeowner this year. Work has been a really crazy year. We have only had 2 singles out. However, we have done some of the best gigs we have had to date. We've also played a festival. So I really don't know how this year's going to go. So we have a bit of comparison. I'm going to post my statistics from last year. Off the top of my head, I feel we had 900 and something listeners, because I remember thinking, oh, it's so close to 1,000 but not quite 1,000. So if we get anywhere near that number this year, I'm just going to be so grateful. I'm grateful for any number. I'm grateful for anyone who has streamed my music. But yes, let's stop waffling on now. Let's get to the point. Let's reveal our Spotify Artist Wrapped for the year 2025. How do I find it? Oh, why is it not letting me find it on here? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so there has been a slight change of plan. We are going to do our Spotify for Wrapped. However, you may have noticed that the camera is slightly different. Well, we are actually now recording on an iPad, and we're going to use our phone to do our Spotify for Wrapped, because I know it's going to work on there. So let's find out our Spotify Wrapped for 2025 as the artist Emma McCarthy. I'm so nervous. 2025 Wrapped for artists. Your 2025 Wrapped is here. Let's go. 2025 was quite the year for you. We've had 3.7k streams in total, almost 4,000 streams. Total listeners are 849. We are once again close to that 1,000, but not quite. We have had a little bit of a drop since last year. But as I say, the whole middle of the year, I basically was just so absorbed into listening to stuff and house stuff. So I'm not too mad about that. We just have to push even harder next year. Any set list will be lucky to have your top song. Insomniac, of course it was going to be Insomniac. Top song, 1.5k streams, listened by 646 different people. That's crazy. I keep forgetting that this year I have literally only released 2 songs as well. And what's really good about something like this is it also shows as well that the new music works. If, for example, my top song of the year was Colourblind, that was released quite a few years ago now, well, I say quite a few years ago, literally a couple of years ago now, that would be more worrying, because it shows that the older stuff is more popular than the newer stuff. Actually, weirdly reassuring that Insomniac has been the most streamed Emma McCarthy song of the year. Oh, I've got the whole list here. It's Insomniac, If You Knew, which I'm surprised. I thought that people might not resonate with that one because it is the sadder one. I'm surprised that Halos on the Floor isn't higher, Not You isn't higher, but they come next. So that's really interesting to see. Unfortunately, Petty is not on the list because Petty has only just been released, but it'd be interesting to see where Petty ends up next year. This year, you really went places. Where are the Emma McCarthy fans? Where are you guys? You're in 67 countries, apparently. My top countries this year, Brazil, Germany, Canada, United States and United Kingdom. I actually have a bit of a US audience, which is really exciting. Pop is a massive scene in the US, so it's really cool to hear that there are some USA listeners. 2025, the year your fans turned you all the way up. Your followers grew by 27%. That's really good to hear. It shows that even though the listeners are down in terms of the quantity of how many we've had, the following's up. So people who are listening for the first time this year are actually following and want to stay up to date with the latest Emma McCarthy music and stuff. So that's a real promising thing. In 2025, your biggest fans made it known. You're a top 10 artist for 9 fans. Oh, for 9 people, I was in their top 10 artists. Oh, that's actually made me really happy. I'm literally, for almost 10 people, I'm in their top 10 out of all the music they have listened to in 2025. I'm in the top 10 of them. Thank you so much if you're one of these 9 people. And you're a top 5 artist for 4 fans. That's crazy. To be in the top 5. I actually don't have any words and I'm not often speechless. I really hope that number grows. And I can't believe there is actually people already who listen to me that much that I'm in their top 10 and I'm in their top 5. That is crazy. So thank you guys so much for that. And that is my Artist Wrapped complete. So that is 2025 all wrapped up in the music statistics terms. But as I say, I really want to try and not get bogged down by statistics. I know I'm not a particularly high statistic artist at the minute. I know that a lot of the people I know and even associate myself with have a lot greater streams and listeners. But that's okay because we're still going to keep growing and trying and giving our absolute all every single day to becoming this big famous pop star, because Emma McCarthy will become a famous pop princess one day. Mark my words. And who knows what is in store for 2026. Hopefully we will hit over that 1,000 listeners next year. We've been trying for the last 2 years and we keep getting so close, and it's in touching distance. But we are going to continue with this YouTube channel. We are going to continue with our Becoming Emma McCarthy series. That is a daily series I've done on TikTok for over 400 days straight. Today is, I think, 430. So we're going to continue with that. We're also going to continue to write amazing music and get them out there, release more music into the world. We're going to hopefully do more gigs, more support slots, more festivals. Who knows? We're just going to get Emma McCarthy out there. We're going to get out there, people. We're going to spread everything. Okay, not everything, because some things shouldn't be spread, like a cold or something, but okay, you know what I mean. We're going to spread the word of Emma McCarthy and the happiness and the pop music vibes, because I worked so hard to not make this successful, and I'm so nice and authentic and genuine. And I know that one day the recognition for my music will come. I just have to be patient, and I have to keep working hard and being appreciative of what I have. And what I have at the minute is all you guys who are kind enough to watch this YouTube video, to go away and stream my music, be in my Discord, be on my streams, watch the YouTube videos, come to the gigs, buy the merch. All of that has been really appreciated this year, and I couldn't have done it without you. So thank you guys. I owe you guys a little round of applause as well, because without you guys there is also no Emma McCarthy. So that concludes this video here. We will be doing more singing stuff soon, as soon as we have had our medication and we feel a lot better. But for now, this is Emma McCarthy, over and out. Thank you so much again if you haven't gone away and streamed any of my music this year or for the last few years. Thank you for still being with me. Thank you for still believing in me. And one day I will make you super proud. Emma McCarthy will be a big famous pop princess one day. Watch this space. Goodbye, Emma Ems.